We always ask kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? But what if that's the wrong question? We're going to dive into this really sweet, simple story that has a surprisingly deep answer. It's called Luíza and the Heart Full of Futures, and it's all about celebrating the amazing complexity of having a heart just packed with possibilities. And right from the get-go, the story lays out its promise. A story about love, choices, and the beauty of being many things at once. I mean, this isn't just a story for kids. It's really about this permission that I think we all secretly want. The permission to be complicated, to be multifaceted, to be a little messy and a lot of things all at the same time.
Okay, so let's meet our main character, Luíza. And when you first meet her, yeah, she is all about the sparkle. I mean, you can just picture her, right? She's got this long chocolate brown hair, a smile that can literally change the vibe of the whole house. She walks like she's on a runway, and she absolutely loves her bows, her bracelets, this flowery perfume, and dresses that just scream ooh la la. Her whole vibe is just pure, vibrant sparkle.
And it's so easy to look at someone like that, someone who just shines so brightly on the outside and think, okay, I get it. That's who she is. But the story immediately makes you wonder, is that really all there is to her?
And this is where things get really interesting, because the story just completely reframes it all. That outward sparkle, it's not just for looks. It's actually a sign of this deeper inner shine. Think about it. The bows and the perfume, that's her caring for herself. Those ooh la la dresses, that's her way of caring for others, of bringing joy. And that runway walk, that's the confidence of someone who is caring for her dreams.
The story even takes a word that we usually think of as negative, the word vain, and it flips it on its head. It redefines it in the sweetest way possible. In Louisa's world, being vain just means caring lovingly for absolutely everything. For herself, for other people, and for her dreams. It's a really beautiful way to look at it. So this heart that's so full of care and shine, well, it's also a heart that's absolutely jam-packed with futures. And now we get to dive into her imagination, which is basically this huge, wide-open canvas for a dreamer. And listen, every great dreamer needs a partner in crime, right? Luiza's is Chico. He's this totally charming basset hound, get this, one blue eye, one green eye. And he's not just a dog. He knows exactly what she needs. He's her confidant, the one who listens to all the huge questions bouncing around in her head. And oh boy, do the questions start pouring out. You can just see her looking down at Chico super seriously and asking, Chico, do I want to be a doctor? And then a second later, or a lawyer, defending people? Or, wait a minute, maybe a magician? And that's the beauty of it, right? It's not about being practical. It's about the pure, limitless magic of what you could be. In a heart full of futures, absolutely anything is on the table. So, where does all this freedom to dream so big actually come from? Well, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It grows from a foundation of love and security. It's nurtured in what for Luíza is the safest place on earth. And we see that deep sense of care in how she is with her friends. She's the one who'll lend you her coat, write you a cute note, or help solve a fight. And here's this amazing little detail. She listens with the attention of a real doctor. See how it's all connected? Her dreams and who she is right now are already linked. She's already practicing being the person she's dreaming of becoming. But the absolute cornerstone of her world, the person who provides that ultimate safety net, her greatest love had a name, Daddy. Their bond is the anchor that gives her the freedom to even imagine all these different versions of herself. And it's this relationship that really brings us to the heart of the whole story. This is the big takeaway. Because it's in this safe space with her dad that Luíza has this huge, game-changing realization. Her dad calls her his princess of big ideas. Just think about that for a second. He doesn't say, my little doctor or my future lawyer. He celebrates the dreaming itself. He loves her for her big ideas, for the process, not for the one single thing she might choose to be. And because she feels so accepted for who she is, Luíza has this incredible moment of clarity. This is the line that gets me every time. She says, when I grow up, I want to be everything I am, just bigger. Wow, she gets it. It's not about picking one thing and throwing the rest away. It's about taking all the parts of herself, the caring, the sparkling, the dreaming, and just amplifying them. And that's really the core message, isn't it? That growing up isn't about narrowing down your options. It's about expansion.
It's not about choosing just one path. It's about learning how to grow into all of them to become a bigger, fuller version of yourself. So, that's the big idea that Luiza's story leaves us to think about. And it's a pretty powerful question for all of us, not just kids. What if growing up isn't really about choosing who to be, but learning how to be all of yourself, all at once? What if we started asking ourselves that instead?